Paul, it was certainly an eventful afternoon. You're going home with a hard-earned point. Your thoughts?
Look, I think we'd all would have taken a point before the game, and that's not been negative. To come here against, said before, I think they're probably Birmingham are the team. I think they've lost today, from what I've been told. Are almost on a different level because of the financial backing, and then I kind of really feel that Bolton are right up there. Obviously went very close last year, and the goals that they've been scoring, 11 in the last 3, 13 in the last 4, I think it is. We knew it was going to be tough, but the lads took on board set plays extremely well, and we got the 2 goals and got in front. We spoke about half time, what to try and do, and it's hard because the lads are sort of angry and saying things in there about, you know, a kind of similar story, and yeah, to a degree that narrative will come out, but the first goal's offside. Now I can't influence that decision. I can't blame the lads for it. Dempsey's the wrong side of Jordan Rossiter. I thought it at the time, look back at it, it is. So we're relying on officials there. Now, who knows, that might have still not changed anything. They might have scored 5, but they might not have. And in terms of a start and a momentum, then that helps them dramatically. So that's hard to, like I said, do anything about. And after that, you know, like I said, they do get a lot of momentum, have obviously so much play, and get the equaliser, and you probably stood there thinking, you know, are we at least going to get a point here? And thanks to a good save from Toby, some really good defending, bodies on the line, hard work, we managed to see the game out. So overall, I have to say I'm really pleased, because I think the team showed a lot of, I think, tactical discipline initially, and in the end it gets to a point where, you know, you just, the concentration levels have to be really high for the amount of attacks that they've had, and then, like I say, some blocks and defending, tracking runners was good. So, you know, I'm pleased with the lads' efforts.
And what about those first half goals for your team? Josh Feeney, great moment for him, getting his first goal for the club, and then Jordan Shipley doing something similar to last season, scoring a great goal at the same end. Yeah,
it's interesting because I think, you know, that people have set piece coaches and higher up, and I get that. I kind of try to do the set pieces myself, and it's part of the job. Something I like to try and look at and see if anything we can find. Ships' one is obviously from last season and something we spoke about. Similar to last year, I think they were shouting about it, but it just felt it would probably be on. And I think, you know, it's a great touch and strike. And Nurse's was something, again, we identified more for Nursey, admittedly, but it got him in that position to then have a shot. I don't think it was a cleanest strike from him or Josh. But when it went in the net, I just had a nice moment for him, but also for the team, and getting in front, I guess. I know we've done it a few times, but in terms of a place like this, just gives the team a bit of belief.
You went through a different approach tactically today. What was the thinking, and how were you pleased how it all played out? I
think the way that their 8s play, in terms of the forward runs and 2 strikers up there, I just felt as a back 4 that we would leave ourselves a little bit vulnerable. You know, I obviously watched quite a few of their games. I watched Reading come here. I thought Reading played really well to set the scoreline, but I thought defensively there was just a lot of places there, you know, that Bolton could hurt us, like I said, as a back 4. So we've done it. You know, it's tough as well because we realistically had yesterday to go through that. You know, a lot of walking through on the training pitch. But I thought the lads again adapted well to it. Not everything goes exactly how you want, but a lot of clips shown. We showed them more clips today, as well as the set plays, to just try and get in the heads about some of the issues and problems that they cause. Because you've also got their back 3 that are willing to step out with the ball as well.
How's Jordan Shipley, who went off injured early in the second half?
Injured, that's it, Stuart, I don't know. You know, there was a little bit of a sort of thought that he was play acting, but I thought straight away that he was in a bit of trouble, and unfortunately that proved to be the case. And I don't think that him having to come off particularly helped us. I know he's playing higher up the pitch, but I think just a bit more experience and know-how that we lost when he came off.
And how's George Nurse, his first league start for just over 2 years, and he got 65 minutes under his belt?
No, really pleased for him. Thought he did well. But if anything, I think it backs up the things that I keep trying to tell people. So he's had his longest training period. He then goes out there, gets his first start, and to come off with cramp on 65 minutes, I don't mean it in a like I'm clever way, but as in just trust what I know and see and feel. But overall, like I said, I thought he did well, and he'll grow, because there'll be some emotion attached to that as well, in terms of how long it has been since he started a league game that we discussed prior to the game. People have their opinions, that's fine, I get it, but there's certain things you just have to put a little bit of trust in the people that are working with players and have been in the game for quite some time. That it's not as easy as just going, oh, just play him, and then thinking he's going to be, absolutely fine, whether that's fine performance-wise, whether that's fine fitness-wise. But pleasing that he had, a good afternoon and obviously contributed to the goal, that first goal for Josh.
And what happened at the end, right on the full-time whistle? There was some emotions running high out there. I
think Ian was frustrated in terms of the added time. I mean, when I saw 8, I'm not saying whether there was 8 or not, I couldn't honestly tell you. But it makes you smile, because I've been on the other side of that, and you think there should be a lot, and then it's often 5. So I think he was frustrated because there had been one stoppage during it, and I think the thought was that he'd blown up on near enough 8 minutes exactly. I wasn't too sure. I was more interested in terms of just getting the message across that the first goal's offside. You mentioned it to the fourth. I know he can't change it, but it's like, oh, it frustrates, because people then, you try and, you keep your cool and your calm, but that's like a massive decision, and then you're not allowed to show any emotion. I was speaking to one of their guys who just works here and said it's for both teams, and I think he was in agreement with me. The decision when funds is going through, I'm sure they might have some as well, but that's almost sort of someone that doesn't know the game. It's going through. You can let that flow for another second or two and see what happens before having to bring it back. Just didn't make sense. So a few things, again, I spoke about luck yesterday, that said people might not like. Whether the decision is luck, but it's the wrong decision. And potentially, look, admittedly, it was a rare sort of venture into their half, of course it was, but it might have been a goal. And at the end, like you say, a few things have gone off. Morgan Feeney's got a yellow card, no idea what for. So one of the rare times I will be going to see the referee try and get a bit of clarification on that. Came here with Shrewsbury the first time round, and had to go and see a referee. And I think maybe 5 times now in my career I've been to see a referee.
As always, thanks for your time, Paul.
Thank you.